begun plumbing the depths of the White Tower that Mitra had built here, in opposition to Set's Dark Tower, and he had found it to be rather abandoned. Dust-covered rooms and halls, empty barracks, skeletal remains. The only living creatures you had found were three celestial beings, Rosun, Eomer, and Dohavin, who seemed rather pleased to see friendly faces here. They were these type creatures here with lion's head and wings.
Yeah, real traditional angels.
Yeah.
And yeah, we talked to them, and they gave us use of the tower, and they said the place had been ransacked by Set's forces, which is why only they are left. And they basically said we can hang out here until we decide to go back and fight them. And we buried some of their kitchen staff who were killed in the attack.
Indeed you did. While also trying to decipher the secrets of Mitra's tower.
Yep. I think I missed that part. I don't know if we successfully deciphered them.
Some of them. They had found a room that had like a red light in the ceiling and some writing on the wall. That they discovered that by closing their eyes while standing in the red light would teleport them to a different part of the tower.
Oh yeah, I definitely missed that.
Yeah, let me pull up the handout. Yeah, because they were standing in red light. This is what was carved on the wall when they discovered that.
Only through darkness can you perceive. One chance out between two worlds. Fire, walk with me.
And then at the end of the session, the group had huddled up in a room next to this red room, where a majestic statue of an odd hybrid creature rearing on its hindquarters dominates the center of the room. The statue has hooved legs and the body of a horse and a pair of outstretched feathery wings, the tips of the creature's wings nearly touching the ceiling 20 feet overhead. The statue's face resembles that of a stoic dwarf, complete with an impressive beard.
Like the creature in that picture?
Well, that's...
Without the Leonid elements?
Right, yeah, instead of lion's body, it's a horse's body, and it's a dwarven face, and the wings are kind of jetting forward, similar to what you would see in kind of like a Mesopotamian bull motif. But the party had just been about to start bunkering down there for a long rest.
When?
Well, it hasn't started yet. I was asking if there's anything else you guys wanted to do before starting your long rest.
I know somebody definitely needs it.
I need a long rest.
Yep. So no, I don't think there is.
Okay. Do you guys set a watch, or you just all go to sleep?
No, we should set a watch, even in this place. And there are only 4 of us, so I think we can just go in chat order.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll have the Great and Mighty Sam be on watch with me because I can't see very well.
And the great and mighty Sam would be happy to sit on watch with you. As the night passes without incident, and you guys have had a successful long rest.
All right. Now, this place is consecrated, but I'm guessing we don't get the extra level of exhaustion.
Not here, no.
Ah. All right, so Beta loses 1 level of exhaustion.
So what do you guys do?
Well, now that our watch is complete, I think I missed the description of what all is in this part of the tower because I wasn't here.
Fair enough. So you're currently sitting in a about 60 by 60 room, right, with this big statue of this odd creature in the center of it. To the east, the party discovered that the wall is illusory and leads to a hidden room which contained that red light and that writing on the north wall. To the south, there is an open archway which leads to another room, also 60 by 60, which appears blasted and burnt. And the party had previously discovered that there was an invisible chest set into the center of that room, which they have looted.
Okay, so is there anywhere in here that we haven't explored?
Not to your knowledge.
Okay. Well, we already looked for hidden things, which is how we found that other room.
Yes. So I'm talking about like on this floor. You haven't found anything else in the center.
Oh, there was a staircase. I think I missed the staircase.
Yeah, yeah. So if you go back past that invisible chest room and turn left and go east, there is a set of spiraling stairs that goes up. This is the bottom. The only other place you guys haven't explored was in the room, the red room, which teleports you to a larger room. There was a pair of hidden doors that the party had discovered but had been unable to breach.
Ah. And sorry, did we take our rest after like teleporting to wherever that red room takes you?
And yes, and then teleporting back.
Okay, so we saw the large room on the other side of that, but we didn't explore it.
They explored that room, but there was a set of doors they were unable to breach, so that was the limit of their exploration.
Ah, that was in that room. Okay. So what do we think? Upstairs or red room? Well, I'm strong, so maybe I can breach the doors. So I think we're gonna go in there.
I was gonna say doors, because, I mean, I can open them.
Oh, well, you could do that too.
Okay. So you all file into the red room, which is kind of a misnomer at this point because you guys have actually broken the light fixture that was in the center of the room. So it's actually the dark room now. And after a brief moment, you all feel a rather unsettling pull from your navel and find yourself standing in a larger chamber.
Well, given that it's not red anymore, I think it would be inaccurate to call it a dark room under.
This chamber is constructed of pure white marble. The curved walls are delicately worked with a host of ornate angels, clerics, and other holy creatures. Circular niches to the north, east, and west each contain a 20-foot tall statue. A circle inlaid with silver is engraved on the center of the floor whence you stand. Inside the circle, at each compass point, is a depression of a different shape: a circle, a square, a triangle, and an octagon. So the north statue, you can see, depicts a toga-clad giant with wild hair, but a neatly trimmed beard. This was previously identified by the mighty Sam to the party as a statue of a storm giant.
Oh, well, I could have told you that if I was here.
The west statue depicts a human man wielding a longsword and wearing ornate armor, while the eastern statue depicts a beautiful woman wearing a dress.
Both humans?
The east and west statues are humans, yes.
All right. Well then, shall we try those doors?
I go try the doors.
Okay, so you go to the south where you know the wall is illusory and kind of poke your way to kind of feeling your way up to a large pair of double doors.
I feel around to see if there's a keyhole.
You can plainly see that there is no keyhole.
Okay. I knock then.
Okay. You knock on the door. Moments pass without any response.
All right. Then I knock harder, casting knock on the door.
Knock a little louder, sugar.
Okay. You cast knock on the door, which, by the way, you can tell because you don't see the hinges on the side. The doors swing away from you. And you guys hear the knock, and the doors do not move.
I might have to try casting bang, bang, bang on the door.
Well, I push on them after casting knock.
Sure.
It doesn't open doors, it
Oh,
just
yeah,
unlocks them. I push on them under.
All right. Yeah, you push on them. The doors do not move.
Okay. I mean, I know knock only takes care of one lock, whether mundane or magical. Have we looked at this to see why it's, being stubborn, Gilbert? Does Detect Magic tell you anything about it?
You'd have to be here to do that.
Oh yeah.
Oh. They haven't said anything, so.
Yeah. Sorry, I got back from the bathroom like a couple minutes ago, and I don't know, I just didn't say anything.
Cast knock on it and didn't open. So that means either multiple things or something else. She just kind of just shrugs. I don't know, it usually works.
I'll run Detect Magic again. I don't have written here what the results were from last week.
Alright, so you run detect magic. You're over by the doors. Other than the illusory image of wall that was in front of the doors from the inside here, you do not detect any magic on the doors, or other magic that you would not expect to see. Like obviously you detect the party's magical items and the illusion.
Pete, Ruffles, here's my idea. Last week, Sleuth and I beat our heads on this for like an hour.
Wait, did
We
you
were
try
able
doing
to-
that literally?
No. If you guys want to keep looking at it, I'll let you guys take the lead on ideas.
Okay, I'm just gonna try opening it.
Okay, the doors don't move; they swing away from you.
Can I get a crowbar in there?
Yes. So you want to try to force the doors?
Yeah, I'm gonna try opening them.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength athletics check.
With advantage from my crowbar.
Yes. All right, so you start prying at the doors, trying to force them open. And you do see that these like white marble doors, they start to like crack a bit under the force that you're applying, but they do not move.
Boom.
Well, hang on. If the doors are starting to crack, that means the doors themselves are the weakest part of this whole system. So that means we can just break them down.
Hence why Twidget said kaboom.
Ah. Yes, Twidget. Kaboom.
All right. Couple flask oil, couple fire bolts.
Does Twidget, like, keep those in his stomach?
No, he's not quite full Roscoe yet.
Hmm.
So you're
Oh, wait,
going
that's
to
the
use the
last
flask of
one.
oil to attempt
No,
to
Kowalski's
burn
the tall one,
these
that's Rico.
stone doors.
Oh, Rico. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was clarifying that. So you intend to use the flasks of oil to attempt to burn these stone doors down.
You said they were wood.
Yeah, it'll be sustained heat, so when the fire bolts hit, it'll shatter easier.
Are these stone or wood?
These are marble.
Oh, the doors are marble?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, no, don't use a flask of oil for that. We'll just hit it with something. Beta, do you still have that mace? Is Mr. here? Mr.
Okay. I got a better idea. You were able to get some cracks in the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Twidget pulls out his water flask and pours water in the cracks, and then casts shape water on it and freezes it.
Only a few more winters and these things will be in really bad shape.
So yeah, you pour some water, cast it, freezes, the cracks expand. You do a couple more cycles of that, and like I-95, just a chunk of the stone door just kind of falls off, leaving a pothole on the door.
All right.
On the other side of the pothole, you can see that the door. So you could tell when you were kind of trying to work a crowbar, the doors are obviously more than just an inch thick. They're probably 4 or 5 inches thick. But only an inch thick of like material sloughs off the inside of the right door, revealing a pale grayish metal.
Ah.
Lead. Okay. Well, clean the rest of the lead
Okay, yeah, you
using the water to get between the stone and the lead and crack the stone off.
okay. Yeah, so you start cracking the stone off both doors. Eventually, you get all the stone off the doors, and so in front of you, instead of these nice, 40 feet wide, 30-foot tall doors, it's a pair of doors, so each one's only like 20 feet wide. Um, you instead see it look to have been framed in iron with this like pale gray metal, this lead, filling the inside of the door. So you're looking like if you'd like taken like a stone veneer off an iron frame door
Mm-hmm. That had lead over it.
that had lead like as a lead sheet inserted into the core of the door.
Okay. Then Twidget kind of looks over at Duodecius. Magic plucker.
I stab it with the wizard knife.
Okay, you stab it with the wizard knife, easily scoring the thin lead sheet that was impressed in the door. As you kind of scour off some of the lead, you reveal a marble surface on the other side of it. What do you do now?
Tell the party.
Yeah, we're standing right next to you. We know. You're the wizard. Knock didn't work. Now there's a lead sheet that's in the way.
Yeah, Ruffles. Like, I'm actually out of ideas on his room, though.
Remove the lead sheet and see what the magic is. We're beyond where you were on the door. We are on new problems.
Under.
What's up?
Is Detect Magic still running?
No, that took longer than 10 minutes.
Recast.
Okay, you cast Detect Magic. On the other side of the door, maybe like 6 inches away, you detect a aura of evocation magic.
Identify.
You are unable to physically reach it. There is a sheet of marble about 4 inches thick in your way.
Yeah, I got nothing for this. You guys?
What, more marble?
Yeah, you want to give it a crack, and I'll break it apart.
Yeah, I'll take a crack at it.
I'll give you guidance if you need.
You can give me guidance and you can give me that mace, which might be more effective at this.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly, like that. Yeah, let's see, using that +1 mace, that would just be, let's see, my strength score. Can you give guidance on attack rolls?
I don't think so. I think it's only ability checks for guidance.
Yeah, well, I am trying to break it, so.
Okay. Just make a strength athletics check.
Oh, okay then.
Alright, yeah. You take a couple of swings with your magic mace, hitting the marble plate in front of you. It cracks and shatters and kind of just falls off, kind of crumbling at your feet. What's your passive perception?
Mine is not good. It is only an 11.
Okay. So, yeah, and as it falls, you can see that on the other side of the door, you see what looks to be natural stone cavern heading to the east, the west, and to the south. Not the
Interesting.
white stone that makes up Mitra's tower, but this like basalt gray natural stone cavern.
I would wager that beyond that is not part of Mitra's tower.
Yeah, the in between or exteriors.
Yeah.
Well, now with the whole Duodecius, you should be able to reach the evocation magic you were detecting.
Identify.
All right, you cast Identify on it as you lay your hands on what feels to be a smooth, field of like a smooth glass wall, and you determine that this is in fact a wall of force that was directly on the other side of the door, thus preventing them from moving open.
Sorry, run that by me again as I jot that down.
It's a wall of force that was placed directly on the other side of the doors, thus preventing them from swinging open or even moving at all.
Hmm. Well, I can't disintegrate, so I can't get that out of the way.
Yeah, nothing I can do against that.
Perhaps the way to get through is some kind of puzzle in the room, but like I said, Sleuth and I burned ourselves out of ideas. We could use new perspective.
Or we could go somewhere else. It's a freaking wall of force.
Yeah, there might be a way to open this in the room. Is there? What kind of stuff is in there?
Well, there are the three statues.
Right.
Under, could you review the information about the symbols on the statues and the symbols on the floor in the middle?
Yeah. So there's three statues. The north statue is that of a storm giant. The west statue is of a knight. The east statue of a woman. The north statue has a square carved into its plinth. The knight has a triangle, and the woman has a circle. These symbols match what was carved into the center compass of the room, where the circle points at the woman, the square at the giant, the triangle at the knight, and the octagon points at the doors.
Okay, wait, so the shapes match up with where the arrows are pointing to each statue is holding that shape?
Yes.
Okay. So we need an octagon. Or a statue of someone holding an octagon.
Yeah, the doors were marble, but plain marble. There was not like a carving of an octagon on them.
Right.
Have we tried turning the compass?
No, the shapes already line up.
I know that. But that doesn't mean that's the answer.
Okay, how is the compass just like drawn on the floor, or what exactly?
It is like a mosaic inlay in the floor.
Okay. Well, against my better judgment, I put my hand like on one of the points of the compass and try to move it as if like it could rotate.
Sure, like one of those old rotary phones.
Yeah, exactly.
It does not move. And you can see clearly that the stone is well mortared into place.
Yeah, so that's not what we're supposed to do. I try, if it offers like a ton of resistance, I'm not going to try and like topple one of the statues, but I will try to slide it from the plinth to see if they're like mortared in place or not, or if they're meant to be slid around. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You can see that the statues are firmly attached to the plinth, that they're on, though the plinths only rest on the floor.
Ah, yeah, so that's what I was looking for. I'll try to push the plinth with the statue on it. Can I do that?
It would require a strength athletics check.
Okay, well, let me not do that until we decide where we want to put the statues. You said, what, there's a square, a triangle, and a circle?
Yes, so the circle points east at the woman. The square points north at the storm giant. The triangle west at the knight. And the octagon south at the doors.
Okay, so what's missing from this room? There's a giant, a knight, and a woman. Is there a clear spot on the floor where a fourth statue would go, or would that get in the way of the door?
That would get in the way of the door.
Okay, so there's probably not a statue missing from here. We're supposed to do something else.
Okay, we got the door. I'm assuming every time you refer to the door in the octagon, that's the marble door that we broke.
Yes.
How did we get in?
You were teleported in via the secret room you found in the previous floor.
Gotcha.
When you were teleported in, you appeared at the compass, like you were on it.
Which way were we facing?
Whichever way you were facing when you were teleported out of the red room.
Okay.
Meaning it doesn't matter. Is there anything else in the room besides these statues and the door?
The compass.
And the compass drawn on the floor?
No.
Okay. And then the secret room, what all was in there? Oh no, that's how we got in here. We got in here from the secret room.
Well, there's the false wall, and that has the door behind it. That's probably what you're thinking of.
The false wall with the door behind it is the door we're trying to get through?
Yes. So one and the same.
So the false wall is not there anymore.
It's translucent because you guys know about it. The illusion is still present. You didn't dispel it, but you basically put your hands and heads through it, and it turned translucent when you did that.
Okay.
Triangle, circle, square.
You'd think the other one would be cross.
Yeah, I was thinking the same joke.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is not a PlayStation. I asked the great and mighty Sam if this if he's got any ideas.
He does not.
All right. Okay, so an octagon. See, the thing about puzzles in D&D is I'm sure when you're making them, it seems like the kind of thing a preschooler could handle. The problem is that somewhere in the description and the interpretation, it just becomes the most confusing thing ever. Well, not confusing, but confounding.
Before you stands a door with a red padlock. On the table beside it are a green key, a blue key, and a red key. 1 hour later, they try the red key.
The square hole.
D&D puzzles.
Hmm.
I don't know if you guys have seen this one, but it's funny.
So just to confirm, there is not like a clear spot where a statue or perhaps a person could stand holding an octagon. It would get in the way.
Right. Here, this might make things a little more clear in terms of layout.
Like, the fact that the positions of the statues already match the compass means that we're supposed to move. Well, we can move the statue because it's just sitting there on the floor. But I see no need to move them because they're already in what you would think is the right place.
Wait, is the answer snake, snake, whale?
Are there ever any that repeat? I don't think there are any that repeat.
No.
Yeah, there's not. I checked the back of the golden claw. Does it say what pattern of shapes it is?
None of the
open to
claws
all?
repeat, but some of the Nordic puzzles do have it, or it's like on the wall and stuff.
Oh, that's
It'll be-
yeah, the ones where it's
Yeah.
on the wall. Yeah.
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 Yeah, they
Like,
didn't
like
put
this
the
is the
same
room you're standing
combination
in.
on the ceiling.
Okay, yeah. So there really isn't room.
Is there anything written on the asses of the statues?
Yes, actually.
What?
That would have been a nice thing to tell us.
You didn't check the back of the statue?
No
Gilbert?
one checked.
What do you mean no one checked? You can't say, oh, you didn't check when you describe the room.
I thought that would have come up last week when we were poking around, but okay, they're on.
Yeah.
There's
So on the
writing
back of the
statue's
storm
asses.
statue, in a very clear giant, it says Sam was here.
Oh. Did he carve that while we were here?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
That's why you didn't see it last time, Gilbert.
I'm glad you were checking with me, because that'd be a stupid thing to do.
Yes, that would have been very, like, nitpicky asshole thing to do. Yes.
No, that would have been like actual bad DMing. When you describe what's in a location, you tell everything that's not hidden.
Right. I agree with you. I'm agreeing with you. It's just that changed from the last time. You guys actually looked all over the place because Sam did it before you guys left last time.
All right. So we're looking for hidden shit. Okay. I'd like to investigate the room for all the hidden shit.
Sure. Make another investigation check.
Okay, while he's
Can I
doing
get
that,
help and guidance?
I
Wow.
help.
while he's doing that, I do have one idea. Now that I'm seeing the plinths or circles, I think I missed that part. I'm going to rotate each of the statues 180 degrees so that they are facing the direction, like outward. So
Okay.
like the arrow with the square points west. So the knight with the square, or whoever it is now pointing west.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you rotate all of the statues. What order do you rotate them in?
Oh, I would go clockwise, starting from the 9 o'clock position.
Okay, so starting from the knight and then the giant and then the woman.
Correct.
Okay. So you rotate the statues to face away from the compass so that the little figure drawn on their plinth faces the same direction as the compass. When you turn the woman to do so, there's a little click and the lights go out. And you can see faintly hanging in the air, right where the doors would be if they were still intact, a glowing white octagon.
Ah, bingo. Hang on, I need to find a picture.
29 give us anything under?
You did not find anything hidden or secret. That's not this type of puzzle. Yes, these here are just solid stone walls. There's nothing hidden in or on the statues.
I mean, generally, I consider the fact that the statue could rotate to be something hidden, but okay.
That's not the kind of thing you'd want to immediately reveal. I'm sure when he described the statues, he did mention that the plinths were circular. I just glossed over it. The visual helped. Anyway, I take the octagon, hold it to my chest as the statues are, and face the door,
Yeah.
standing in about the position I would need to complete the circle.
Okay. Yeah, so as you approach the octagon, the remains of the doors swing open, and the octagon fades from view.
No, okay, I didn't need to do that. But
Yeah. Well, as soon as you approached it, it swung open, like an automatic door opener.
all right, nice. I really love this picture of Jack Black. It's such a great reaction image. Okay, well, the Squash, the smartest party member with 6 intelligence, has managed to figure it out. So now we can proceed, or we can cut ourselves off here and go see where those stairs lead. Personally,
Well,
I'm for the stairs.
you would know where the stairs lead. Like, you guys explored the whole tower from top to bottom.
Oh, I thought you said we hadn't been up the stairs yet.
No, you had been. I said you had been.
Okay.
Sorry if you accidentally heard a T there. Didn't mean it to be.
All right. So this was the only way we haven't been, and now the only way we haven't been is through those doors. Well, shall we?
By all means.
Man, I
Twitchett runs off.
God damn it. I love being the brains and the brawn of the party.
Okay. So yeah, as soon as you step outside, you can see it's a natural stone cavern. You could go east, kind of following the curvature of the tower wall, or you go west, following the other curvature of the wall, or you go south, away from the tower.
South.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you head south. It goes to about 80 feet before opening up into a larger chamber. In this chamber, you can see in the center a 20-foot diameter pool of crystal clear water. Four rough stone passages head out from here, one to the north, one to the south, one to the west, one to the east. To the northeast is a doorway with 2 doors that have been flung open. This room looks rather familiar.
Oh, does it?
Yes. Hold on, let me pull up his name. This is where you met Ezerzal,
I don't think I was here for that.
the Beholder,
Ah, okay.
the Toll
So this-
Beholder.
This just leads back to Set's part of the tower. All right.
Yeah. Remember how you guys were debating whether you wanted to go west or north, and then you decided to go west?
Oh, yeah.
North would have taken you to those doors.
Okay, well then we should go back and see what leads the other way.
And how exactly do you open those doors from the other side?
That's a very good question that you probably would have given up on.
Oh, there's a wall of force here. Yeah, we can't do anything about that. Looks like there's doors on the other side. Still can't do anything about it.
You,
Yeah.
you approach the door. A thought occurs to you. Barred from the other side.
I
Nah,
shout
take care of that
slurs
anyway.
at the door.
The contraption does not move.
All right. Well, Twitch will, run back to, oh, Ben here, turn around, start heading back towards the party that's like probably just following him. And then Twitchett goes zooming past. Nah, we've been there already. Meow. Then he'll go east. Around the circle.
Okay. So you go east. The path only goes about 30 feet before kind of widening out into a small triangular chamber. I say it's small, but it's like 40 by 40.
That's huge to Twitchett.
As you enter this chamber, from air, like you don't see a visible source of it, but suddenly the chamber is bathed in soft radiance. The north wall is curved and constructed from smooth-fitting marble blocks, while the east and south walls are drab stone. In the northeast corner of the room, so like the uppermost point of this triangle, sits a wooden box engraved with runes.
Do I recognize the runes?
They appear to be magic runes. Like there's very obviously some type of enchantment on this box. Now, you could make an
I can pick it
Arcana
up to
check to
bring-
try to figure out what they are, though.
Yeah. Not Twidget's wheelhouse. I pick up the box to bring it to Duodecius, because obviously it's magical.
The box is fixed to the floor.
How is it fixed to the floor?
Well, you try to pick it up and it doesn't move. There's no obvious mechanisms, but you would know that, when people want to protect objects, Twidget would know this because of his rather loose relationship with personal property, that sometimes people will bolt a box to the floor via the inside. So you have to open the box to get at the bolts.
Or use a sawzall.
And here I thought they were casting DM's immovable object on it.
I don't remember giving him the Sawzall.
Who let Twidget have the Sawzall?
Sawzall was actually another of my siblings. Unfortunately, he died because he wasn't named after a food.
Alright. Well, then, Twidget will kind of look around the edges of the box, see if there's any, explosives.
Make an investigation check. You do not see any obvious traps.
Alright. That's really funny. Telekinesis doesn't say anything about if it's bolted down. It just says you can move the object. As long as it's not being worn or carried.
Isn't there a limit to how many pounds of force it can apply?
1,000 pounds.
Yeah, so if it's bolted down by something that cannot be removed by 1,000 pounds of force, then you cannot move the object.
Would you try?
Yeah, whatever is holding it is able to withstand 1,000 pounds of force.
There you go.
Widget opens the box.
All right. You open the box, revealing the inside having a nice cloth liner, like velvet. And it looks like that the chest is split into two sections. The section on the right contains 9 rolled up scrolls, while the section on the left contains 3 crystal vials and a small clay jug. The crystal vials containing a bubbling red liquid.
I should go get the wizard. It just leaves the lid open and runs to find Duodecius. Magic box. And Tuja kind of just points sideways to mean pointing behind him, but he's pointing off to the right.
Detect
awkwardly.
magic.
Okay. Well, the 3 vials and the clay jug all emanate auras of necromancy. Let's see. The scrolls. Oh, sorry, not necromancy. It's evocation in this edition.
Mm-hmm.
The scrolls, let's see, 2 of them are evocation, 5 are abjuration. The 6, I'm just looking at these spells for a second. Also abjuration. And the seventh. So, 7 of them are abjuration, 2 of them are evocation. All 3 vials and the clay jug are evocation. Oh, also, and the box is glowing with abjuration. The box itself.
Identify.
What are you identifying?
The box.
The box has protection from evil and good cast on it.
The jugs.
Okay. So you spend another 10 minutes. You identify the jug, which contains a potion of superior healing.
Potion of superior healing.
You're identifying the potion of superior healing again?
No, I'm telling people what it is. Next item.
Well, there's 3 crystal vials and 9 scrolls. What do you identify?
The vials, not the scrolls.
Okay, yep, well, the first vial is a potion of healing. Do you identify the other 2 as well?
Yes.
They are also potions of healing.
Alright, tell me of these scrolls.
Are you identifying them or just unfurling them to look at them?
Unfurling.
Okay, so as you start unfurling them, you have 2 spell scrolls of Cure Wounds, 5 spell scrolls of Lesser Restoration, a spell scroll of Protection from Poison, and a spell scroll of Banishment.
And 1 spell scroll of explosive wounds. I need a dex save.
No, that'd be mean.
And 1 spell scroll of AoE
Oh.
Disintegrate.
That'd be mean? Okay, I'll take that part out. You guys get to the end of the dungeon, and you find this big room full of loot, and a bunch of spell scrolls.
I mean, that's what if I ever play a wizard, that's what I'm putting on the first page of my spell book. The page that I never open.
Actually, the explosive runes disappears if moved 10 feet away from its
Yeah.
casting point.
It's not
Yeah.
like old explosive runes where you just put it on shit and have a book of fucking go fuck yourself.
Are you suggesting that I would be inclined to put that on my sling bullets?
Well, this starts to get into the question of how large does something need to be treated as a frame of reference for what counts as stationary for the purposes of magic. So, for example, could I cast it on a boat?
Technically, no.
Okay.
But realistically, you know, if you put it like on the door of a boat, so like if you, I would be fine with treating the boat as a stationary frame of reference. There isn't really a hard and fast rule. It's just sort of gut feeling of what makes sense. You know, so sling bullets, no. A door on a boat, sure.
Yeah, boats and AoEs get weird.
Otherwise, if your world has like actual celestial mechanics, like your planet orbits a star, then that spell doesn't work at all.
Nor does anything else.
Well, anything that says this fails if it moves X distance from something.
Well, no,
Yes,
I mean,
it instantly dispels because the fucking planet's moving so fast.
if your setting has orbital mechanics and you're not treating the planet as a valid frame of reference, then any AoE or stationary effect you cast will immediately either fly up into the sky or phase through the ground.
I know.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Is that's why D&D doesn't specify frames of reference for stuff.
Or
But then they
even
do
more-
stupid things like, you know, if you move the whole reason they have that if the object moves is so that you can't like put the runes on sling bullets and throw them at people.
No, that's fine. They leave it up to the DM to determine what stationary means. But that means you can put it in a book because it says it has to be stationary.
Right.
But if the book moves,
No, it doesn't matter if the book moves. It's on stationary.
Ah,
Anyway.
that's a good letter of point right there.
Ah.
One scroll of banishment.
Useful.
Digitize casting it on beta. All right. So what else is in here besides the chest?
That was it.
Okay. Well, I pull up the velvet and see if there's any obvious bolts.
It looks like it was riveted, like they hot riveted it into the floor.
Hmm. Couple drops of water and some frozen water will pop them rivets right out.
Yeah, it probably would.
I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah, you spend like 30 minutes, you'll work some water in there, freezing it, working some water, freezing it, eventually kind of making the rivets loose enough where you can just kind of pry them out like nails. And
I
then,
was
yeah,
thinking more cartoony than that. Rivets go fly. Anyway, new box. Yay.
with
How
4
big
holes
is
in the
it?
bottom. It is like 2 feet wide, a foot across, and a foot deep.
I could sleep in it. Twidget has a portable bed, which he will happily just drag behind him. There's no lock mechanism on it, right?
There is not.
Okay, yeah. Perfect. I'm not suggesting the party would lock me in there. Anyway, back we go.
All right, you head back west to the T intersection. Well, the cross intersection, if you consider the door is a valid way to go.
And then west.
All right, this is sort of like the inverse of the other room. So it's still a triangle. However,
Point.
what was that?
Coming in on the point instead of the flat.
Well, you came in on the point in both cases. It was like if you look at that image, those areas to the bottom left and bottom right that I blocked out, that's these rooms.
Ah, okay.
They were just on the other side of the wall.
I got you. Okay.
So yeah, as you enter, this one no lights come on automatically, but you can see with your dark vision that in the center of the room is a skeleton, sprawled out on the ground, with one foot stuck in what appears to be a bear trap. The skeleton is kind of curled in on itself like it was trying to protect something when it died.
I unfurl it.
Okay. You walk up to the skeleton and unfurl it. Is the glowing glyph beneath it explodes, and I need a deck save.
Oh no. A deck save.
Yes.
Oh no.
All right. Well, you pass for half damage. As there is a flash and you end up taking 16 points of radiant damage.
Which just stands on his gnome hat. Takes no damage because he's an evasive bastard.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So whenever Twidget passes an evasion, he just tucks and rolls inside of his gnome hat.
Okay.
All right. Was
It's
there
lined with asbestos.
was there anything besides the explosive rune?
There was.
Is it
As
still there?
it is. Hang on.
There was, but the explosive rune blew it up. You seen it for a moment.
God damn it, where did they put the description? Ah, okay, here we are. As you see this laying on the ground where the skeleton used to be.
Ooh, shiny. Pick it up and look at it.
Okay, yeah, you pick it up. This is a very, very obviously a magical rod of some kind.
Yeah, don't bother. Aerith dies at the end of this disc.
I hit the bear trap with it to see what it does. Like, this is Twidge's,
What bear trap? The
experimentation.
bear trap was also blown up. It was an old bear trap that trapped this guy here. His final act of defiance was to sketch a glyph of warding on the floor under him.
Well, in that case, then I go pick up all the scrap from the bear trap.
There isn't any. It was radiant damage. It was basically utterly destroyed the skeleton in the trap.
Bummer. Okay. Well, then I just hit the ground.
Okay. Yeah, there's a brief spark. And doesn't seem to have had any effect on the floor.
Take out a ball bearing, kind of whack it with a baseball bat, but obviously wouldn't know what a baseball bat is. But the same premise of hitting an object with a stick.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check. Yeah, you whack that ball bearing. There's a bit of a spark of magic, and the ball bearing just kind of goes whizzing across the room. Here, clack, 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 as it hits the wall and the floor.
Did it seem to go really far? Or
no, normal amount, like you would expect from hitting it with any normal stick.
And Twidget shrugs and kind of just puts it in his backpack.
All right, you put the magical rod in your backpack. Anything else?
Was it just the guy in the trap in this room, and that was it?
That was it.
Huh. Twidget shrugs and starts heading back towards the party. And when he gets to do Odysseus, he takes out the stick and he
Identify.
pokes. Okay.
Hold on, Twidget. Finish what you were saying.
No, it's fine.
So you don't poke him with it. You just hand it to him.
Yep.
Okay. And then do Odysseus. You do identify.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll DM you what it does.
If it's what I think it is, I know what it does.
But it's a little modified.
Oh, color me intrigued.
Is this the Lord of Rodley Might?
Like I said, slightly modified.
This is a Rod of Resurrection. Slightly modified.
Mm.
So there's an awakened ball bearing somewhere in there.
No, I decided to be nice.
That would have been fucking great, though. Ball bearing just starts.
Gilbert can probably
freaks
figure out, because of the floor and the ball bearing, how I was being nice.
What?
I hit the floor with it, and then I hit a ball bearing like a baseball with it.
Does this item have charges?
Yeah, but it doesn't regain them.
Yeah, so he didn't subtract a charge for when he hit the ball bearing.
Or the ground.
Or the ground.
I'm not entirely certain it would work like that, but okay.
No, it did. He used the item. And he targeted the floor and a ball bearing with it. I chose to interpret that as the lesser of the two charges that are used. So he attempted to cast two spells at it that weren't really valid, but it used up a charge regardless.
So it has 13 remaining?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty.
So that's everything. Now, we haven't checked for secrets or hidden things in those two end rooms, though.
I suppose the question is, who do we have carry this?
It's a magic item, right? Give it to somebody else.
The not cleric.
Why would we give it to the not cleric?
Oh, let the wizard hold on to it.
Alright, I'll hold on to it. As my inventory gets only more cluttered.
You should see mine.
Right, so what you're saying is I should disintegrate you to clear up the inventory issues?
No. Don't worry, I've got the expanded inventory sheet.
Yeah, I do too. Called Excel spreadsheet.
And I wasn't talking to you, I was referring to Underdark disintegrating me.
Because, you know, that just happens from time to time.
It does, usually when I fill up my inventory. Actually, exclusively when I filled up my inventory.
Yep. It's like, oh, dude, this is carrying a lot. I think it's time to remind him why that's not necessarily a good idea.
Well, the funny thing is a huge chunk of it is like actually knick-knacky bullshit. Like mustard jelly, sketch priest Vodorin, 1 SW, Chronicle of Mitra, pewter key, wand skeleton dining F1, schooly warrior spice, 2 out of 3, a quill, chalk, hunk of cheese, a 1-pound bag of sawdust, a bag of flour, Megatherium's tooth, flask of blood, mixed types.
I don't remember Under giving Gilbert the trinket table.
Look. See, the reason why I carry around that hunk of cheese is that classic bit of dating advice.
In case there's
You
a
may
mouse.
fascinate a woman with a piece of cheese. You never know when that will become relevant to an adventure.
And now you know why the succubus targeted you.
Oh, shit, I had the cheese!
Yep. Little too fascinating.
She only liked you for your cheese.
Nearly did me in.
See, this is
With-
why you
with
never
bound
trust a
love
woman who
dick.
decorates her buttocks. She's after your granary.
What?
Yeah.
What the what?
Never trust a woman who decorates her buttocks. She's after your granary.
The fuck does that mean?
Here, let me find it. Do not let a woman who decorates her buttocks deceive you by wildly coaxing, for she is after your granary. Hesiod.
Ah, Hesiod. Okay. That makes more sense now. What were we doing again?
We were deciding who to give that Rod of Resurrection to. And it was you.
All right. I meant like after that.
We
What's
weren't
the
doing
plan?
anything after that. We were going through what we found. I think we should continue
Okay.
exploring now that we've done that.
Agreed. No, Twidget, take the lead. Ruffles?
Uh-oh.
Mister?
What?
I'm here.
Mister, take point.
No.
Yes.
Why?
Why do I have to take point?
Because you never do.
Because
and it's time
Twitch is
to
not
pay
here.
up.
Don't worry about dying, though. We
Okay,
can bring
so
you back.
we're going from a child that is quiet to a droid that is loud. All right, fine, let's do that.
We're not
Yeah.
being stealthy. We just need you to pick where to go.
Okay.
The burden of responsibility is one that needs to be shared.
All right, fine. I guess I'll take point. Where are we going?
That's
Me
up
and my
for you to
three level-
decide. The
me and
burden
my
of
3 level-
responsibility has been given to you.
All right, Under which way is open to us?
Well, so to the east and west are the two rooms you just looted. To the north is back to the statue room. To the south is the hall. You would know leads to the room where you met the beholder. And from there are 4 other options to go to.
So we've been through this whole dungeon. Why are we still here?
We haven't been through the whole dungeon, Mister.
Well,
Pay
then let's
attention.
go a direction we haven't been. If we have to backtrack to an area we have been to get to an area we haven't been, let's do that.
Take the lead.
Fine. Which way are we going? Which way we have not been? Because I don't pay but half attention. So y'all have to answer all these questions if you want me to lead. You've been better off just doing it yourself. So, if we go back south, how far past the Beholder do we have to go to places we haven't been? Under, is that what you're saying?
That's
I
not
thought
what I
there-
was saying.
There were more directions from those doors that we came in here from that we haven't gone yet, right?
So, from the doors, there were 3 options. You could go left or right, which were the 2 rooms where you found that chest with the scrolls and the rod. Into the south, which is like an 80-foot stone cavern, which then leads to the room where you found the beholder. The beholder room, has the treasure room to the northeast, a hall that goes east, a hall that goes west, and a hall that goes south.
Do you know where any of those lead?
Right.
So the west goes to that temple. The south goes to the Black Tower of Set. You don't know where the east goes.
All right, then
Wow.
backtrack into the thing and going east.
Yep, we're going to the beholder room and going through that east tunnel.
There ain't no beholder no more. We let him free. So
Well, it's called the beholder room because that's where he was.
yeah, I know. So let's go.
Okay. So you head east. Eventually you come to a T intersection where you continue. You could turn to the south. You could keep going east, or there is a doorway to your left.
Doorway?
Yeah, like has a closed wooden door in it. It's not just an open doorway.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go in there.
Are
I'll try
you?
opening the door.
The door opens. It was unlocked.
Yep. What's in the room?
The stale air in this plain chamber is heavy with the scent of rust. A black metal anvil sits against the northern wall, and the floor is littered with broken sword blades, these splintered halves of spears, and scraps of leather. Faint runes are visible etched across the anvil's surface.
Oh, you're like from Philadelphia now or something? I don't think I've ever heard you say sword blades.
Sword blades?
Oh, sword blades. Okay. I didn't hear the D. I thought you were saying saw blades, but with like a very strong Philadelphia accent.
I've never even been to Philly.
Yeah, well, they would say sword blade over there.
But from what you can tell, there's no other way out of that room. Like, it's a dead-end room with that anvil in the back, with the runes etched on it.
Well, I'll try and read the runes. Are they giant?
They are arcane.
Okay. I get the wizard to read the runes. What do they say? Do Odysseus.
Do I know these runes?
Maybe make an Arcana check. The runes are magical runes of destruction, and as if like to invert the purpose of the anvil. It is like an anvil of unmaking, is what the runes would indicate.
Oh, it's like that dagger.
No, this is Dagger of Dispelling.
Oh yeah, well this is even worse. This is for destroying a magic item.
How big is it?
It is maybe 3 feet left to right, about 6 inches deep. It's the anvil part itself is only about a foot tall, but it's resting on like a block, like a block of wood that had been hauled here, so that it's at like a comfortable height for a medium-sized creature to swing a hammer on.
Hey, Squash, you want to tie a rope to it and swing it around like a mace?
I mean, do I think this is like a +2 magic weapon?
It is very obviously magical. You don't know, how magical.
I'm not quite as strong as my sister.
Sir Squash it.
Yeah, we can try it. Let me see here. How much did you say it weighed under?
I didn't, and you don't know just looking at it.
Okay. My carry capacity is 630. I tried picking it up.
Okay, let me figure out. Let's see. So it's a block of iron. It's about that big. How heavy would that be? Give me a moment while I look up the density of iron.
Hmm. Could just look up what an anvil weighs.
Yeah, but there's like a standard for how you size anvils that I completely ignored and just said, it's a 6-inch thick, 1 foot tall, 3 foot wide anvil.
No.
Okay, so it's about 1.5 cubic feet. So it'd be 1.5 times 490. So it weighs 735 pounds.
Okay, well, I can carry that while I'm transformed. We'll try it out.
All right, you heft the magical anvil.
Yep, I'm just going to be carrying this thing while being large, which increases my carry capacity to over 1,000 pounds.
Okay. Yeah. For reference, like this is kind of like the inspiration I had for it.
Oh, yes, that's a big anvil.
Yeah. Well, ignore the plinth. Like that plinth is actually a block of wood. In the dungeon,
so like
but it's just the anvil part.
Your standard ass anvil.
Yeah. I found an even better picture actually. Now that I just did a quick search. Here, this is now what it would be a better representation.
Ah.
It is a big anvil. It's like 3 feet from the tip of that horn to the back of the heel, and about a foot tall off the wood, 6 inches across the face.
And there we go. So,
Oh God!
it's a shame I don't already have 2 magic weapons, but we'll see if this thing is good for anything.
I'd probably use it sparingly. I could see this disjunctioning magic items we want to take off people's corpses.
Oh yeah, there's that too. Is the hammer magic? Oh, wait, is there a hammer?
There is no hammer.
Okay.
Do you know how hard it is to find like a good image of like an anvil that isn't like a modern anvil that doesn't include some like random accessories like a hammer?
No, I don't. I found a picture of an anvil that's just an anvil.
Well,
That's the first
Google
one that
likes
comes
you
up.
better than me.
Well, I've like my my search personalization turned off, so maybe Google thinks you want accessories.
Oh, that's definitely the case because Underdark never gets rid of his tabs.
Oh, you're
It's
one of those
tab holder.
people? Well, then you've brought this upon yourself.
No, don't do that to the DM. We don't want him killing us tonight.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what you picked up.
All right, so we have an anvil now.
You have an anvil that is
so
very
there's
obviously
stuff.
magical.
Yeah, magic anvil. Well, I mean, we already know what it does. Actually, did you identify it, Duodesius?
But this thing, yeah, I've identified it.
Okay.
I
Do
don't
you
want
know
to touch it again.
precisely?
It fucked up my brain.
Sorry, but do you know precisely what the anvil does?
Yeah, disjunction. If you take a magic item and you put it on there and you beat the shit out of it on the anvil, it destroys the magic item.
Hmm.
I don't know what you get out of it though. Maybe you destroy the magic
Different
item and it
material.
turns into the core components, including gold cost.
Well,
you,
I think
you take a magic
that's
sword,
okay.
hit it on the anvil, gold comes out like it's a pinata.
Well, hang on a minute. We know Set wants the
could.
inside of Mitra. So maybe he wants to destroy it.
If that's what he was doing, why did he leave this out there?
I suppose. Well, I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
Maybe it's all part of his evil lich plan. He was a divination wizard first, then a necromancer and a lich. He foresaw this entire conversation. He wants us to bring him the anvil. Hmm.
So, what do you guys do now? Got this magic anvil. Squash has gone large on you.
Yo, Ruffles, you here? Pete? Ruffles? Mister? All right, with a lack of dissenting voices, I am assuming totalitarian command.
I mean, what are you gonna do with the anvil?
Like I said, the lack of dissenting voices.
Okay.
Okay. Confirming then. Did Pete take the anvil?
Yeah, he has it in his hands.
Okay. We move on. We're heading back to the Beholder Room, passing through the tollway, back into Set's part of the tower.
Okay. Yeah, you can head south out of beyond the Beholder to the Black Tower of Set.
Telekinetically opening the doors past the tollway, the ones with the explosive rune, going through there.
There is an explosion.
Yep, hooking a left through the 2 bad juice rooms, through the one with the statue that exploded with the drapes that we stole, down that corridor. It should be, I think, through a flight of stairs, taking us to the corridor where the trolls burned to death, hook a left, across there, climb down from the bridge, into the room full of... Wait, no, that's behind us. That's behind us.
Yeah, you lost me a bit there.
Sorry. I actually swapped out the directions from past this room to the directions for leaving from this room. My mistake. Okay. So we got the explosion, yeah?
Yeah, you open the doors, there's an explosion.
Okay, there's the bad touch rooms with all the bad spooky symbols.
No.
What was past here?
So, once you get into the front door, is an empty rectangular chamber that are carved with horrific images of war, slaughter, and oppression. There's an archway to the south where you can see a plinth with some scaffolding and what looks to be a partially constructed statue. To the left and right are archways that look to lead to other rooms.
Right. Yeah. So we go left through the spooky room.
You mean
into
right?
another spooky room. Right. Yes, we go right into another spooky room. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
And we go south from there.
Yeah, into the long hallway, 30 feet wide, 70 feet long. 6 statues, 3 along each of the east and west walls, depict warriors dressed in plate armor and armed with long swords. An archway in the southeast corner of the room leads east.
Head through.
Yeah, you head through. You're now staring at the scaffolding of this partially assembled statue of Set. There is a placard stuck to it. Do you read Undercommon?
I don't think so. Let me double check. No.
Okay, then you don't know what it says.
Does the great and mighty Sam read Undercommon?
That's a good question. Let me double check.
Now Pete's joined us.
Yeah, it is a bit.
Yeah, we're down Ruffles and Mister.
I'm here. I don't use under.
We're down Ruffle. We're down Mister in spirit.
Yeah, Mr. is down in spirit.
Here in person, virtually, but not in spirit.
Apparently he does not. He speaks Giant and Common.
Oh, okay, so just like me.
All
Actually, I
right.
think I speak more. No, those are the only languages I speak as well.
Somebody know
We're looking for
Under.
Undercommon.
What's up?
comprehend language?
With Chalk, I would like to and my skill in the arcane, I would like to scribe a big scary circle around the statue, the kind that might evoke the thinking that maybe the wizard set this whole room to explode.
Okay. Give me your Arcana check then. Yeah, you draw like this really nice looking magic circle around the statue, just outside the scaffolding, with really like nice, crisp looking arcane runes that you know are very similar to ones you've seen before when you got hit with explosive runes. Like it should be very, very clear that there's some bullshit going down here.
After a while, staring at the henchmen, realize it was written by an AI and that there are spelling errors. All right, past the chamber. Keep going.
All right. Yeah, there's a set of stairs headed up.
Up, 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 up.
All right. Yeah, you head up to a darkened hallway which goes forward and then wraps around to the left. There's a creeping mist that kind of begins like of a sickly green color that kind of clings to the floor to a depth of 2 feet.
Gust of wind.
Okay. Yeah, you start, just blowing like leaf blowering your way through the hall. You get, what was that?
I was gonna say we're moving through this part of the dungeon with all the routine experience of a Dark Souls player.
Uh huh. You
back to the boss.
Yeah, around the corner. Go down the hall, around the corner. You can see that in this part of the hall, standing upright along the west wall are 6 stone sarcophagi. Do you proceed?
Yes.
Okay, you start walking.
Oh, wait 1 second. Just to mock them, I draw a dick doodle on the floor.
Okay.
Keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, you draw a dick doodle on the floor. You keep going. About halfway down the hall, there's a slamming sound as several of the stone sarcophagi fall open, followed by a wet splat as the still juicy corpses fall to the ground.
What?
You made them roll in their graves. Unfortunately, there was no room in there for them to roll.
Backing up. Hold on. What the fuck?
So there's these 6 stone sarcophagi in the west wall. All right. When you're about halfway down this hallway, so between 3 of them in front of you, 3 of them behind you, 2 of them in front and 1 of the ones behind you, the front of the sarcophagi falls to the ground, along with a still juicy body wrapped in bandages, which hits the ground with a wet splat. Like they were making mummies, but they haven't had time to cure yet.
Twidget. The wizard begins aggressively casting oil flask.
Okay, yeah.
And ignite.
All right, yeah. You start a little funeral pyre, burning, the bodies of these corpses, before they can turn them into mummies. Now they have to start all over again. Damn adventurers! Not even have enough respect to wait for them to properly reset the dungeon.
All right, we keep going.
All right, yeah. Go around the corner. In front of you is a set of stairs that ascend. To your left is an open archway leading to a central chamber with the walls draped in black curtains that are decorated with runes and infernal words stitched in golden thread. Engraved on the floor is a circle, its lines filled with hardened bronze.
Up the stairs, through the refrigerated room.
Okay, yeah. You go upstairs, refrigerated room. There's 2 sets of double doors, one to the north, all covered in hardened ice, one to the west, just covered in frost.
East.
East is a wall. You entered from the south. You can go west or north.
North.
All right, you go to the heavily iced over northern doors. They look like they'll take some effort to open.
Hold on. I pop open the west one really quick.
All right, you pop open the west one really quick. There you
Oh,
can
by the way, we're using the heavy robes.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so you don your heavy winter gear before you step into the freezing cold room. And you open up this room. And you can see this chamber is 60-foot square with a 20-foot high ceiling. The inner 40-foot portion of the room is concealed by a heavy curtain suspended from the ceiling. Visible to the south is another pair of double wooden doors that are closed.
All right, yeah, we head in here
Okay.
through the double doors.
All right. You ignore the curtains and head to the double doors. And as you throw open the double doors, you can see that this hallway is packed with rank upon rank of skeletons with malevolent green glowing eyes. In unison, the skeletons draw blades from their rotting scabbards and charge. Roll initiative.
I was about to say, anybody else want to roll initiative here?
The wizard ran ahead and is about to learn the folly of that.
Hmm.
I feel like I have the passive perception to notice that they left me behind.
All right. Well, do it as he's having thrown open the doors. These skeletons begin stumbling forward as if being shoved from behind. As you can see, the smashed skeletons behind the skeletons directly in front of you are simply pushing their way, are pushing the skeletons ahead of them forward, kind of forcing them to enter into your room. Squash?
Seems like it's time for an AoE. Can I see how far away the furthest of the skeletons are from me?
Let's see. Furthest away that you can see would be 60 feet.
I'll be right back.
And there are skeletons that far away?
Yes. From the way they're moving, you can tell there are skeletons probably further away, but you can't see them.
Oh, dear. Let's see. That is a lot of skeletons. I think we're gonna protection from evil and good as an action first.
Okay.
And let's see, then since I know they're gonna surround me anyway, I will just wade into the midst of these skeletons. These are only like humanoid-sized skeletons, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then
Okay, yes, you pull up with Duotas just kind of wading into this first group of skeletons here.
Yep. And let's see, I cannot dash because I use my action. So, yeah, I'll just go forward my 30 feet. That's all I got.
Okay. Beta?
Beta is going to bless all the party because there's only 3 of us, or maybe 4.
There's Sam.
No, yeah.
I forgot to roll initiative for Sam.
I'm gonna bless Squash, myself, and Duo. As let me see here. What's action? So, and then as a bonus action, I am going to spend a sorcery point to blast the skeleton.
Okay. Well, then roll to hit.
All right. Roll to hit.
One hit.
Dan points force damage.
Yeah, you send several of them sprawling out of the way.
And I am done.
All right. So I forgot to roll Sam's initiative, so I'll just have Sam go now. As he wades right behind you, Squash, and he's gonna take a couple of swings with his halberd there.
He is blessed, I believe.
He is, and that is a +2 halberd.
Yep, sure is.
Yeah, he hits twice.
I'm glad we didn't pull the classic move of forgetting the NPC is here.
I did. You reminded me.
I know. Well, I'm saying I'm glad I remembered this time, because there
Ah.
have been several times in the past where we've had like an extremely powerful magical NPC with us who we just forget is there whenever combat starts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their pathfinding got stuck just outside the encounter zone.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he takes a couple of swings, kind of sweeping his way through a couple of the skeletons, wading into them. These skeletons are going to respawn. And let's see. Well, they get to make a couple of attacks. They are going to attack Squash once. Does a 13 at Squash?
No. And also they have disadvantage.
Okay, well, then they really didn't hit you. Then they hit Duodecius. Does a 22 hit Duodecius?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, as they stab you several times for 14 points of piercing damage.
Ow!
And then they try to stab Sam. That does, in fact, hit Sam. For 18 points of damage to him. He is mildly injured. All right, Duodecius.
All right. So, actually, wait, hold on. Do I have the... All right, firing down the lane. Agnazar's Scorcher. We'll juice that up to 4th. And replace fire with bludgeoning. Dex save.
Okay, what's the max range on that?
30 feet.
Okay.
And I believe I'm doing it right in melee.
You are. It's a dex save, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, pass for half.
Yeah, these are the lucky skeletons.
17, which I believe doubles, and then...
And then halves.
Yeah. So they just take full.
Yep. Yeah, as you blast several of them to pieces.
Out of melee.
More of the swarm still there. No.
I'm retreating.
I'm sorry, you're not out of melee. You are in melee.
Right.
Okay. Do you have mobile?
I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Like, can only hit me once. Ha 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 ha.
Does a 22 hit you?
Oh god, my other ass cheek.
As they stab you as you run away for 20 points of piercing damage.
Holy Jesus, fuck, I have no other ass cheek.
They have taken your ass. It is the skeleton's ass now.
Fucking Necron flayed ones over here.
Actually, I think you're the flayed one.
Alright. In this particular case, I want them to be following me about 30 feet back.
Do you have anything that compels them to do that? Because they've also got Squash and Sam right there.
No, I'm not actually trying to get them to follow me. I'm putting 30 feet between me and them.
Okay, yeah, you run back to the door to the freezer. Anything else?
Nay.
Alright, more shoving. The skeletons kind of get pushed forward. Since they're being pushed, it doesn't actually provoke attacks of opportunity. As the second group of skeletons kind of shoves their way into the room. So now, like there's like Swarm 1 between, on the far side of Sam and Squash. Swarm 2 in front of Sam and Squash. Swarm 1 is also now, in the room enough where they can make a run at Beta and Twidget and Duo. Group 3 also pushing Group 2, trying to get in.
Twidget?
Twidget didn't roll initiative.
Ruffles, you here?
Uh-oh.
I'm waterboarding him.
Yeah. Anyway, Squash.
Okay. So I believe I am surrounded by skeletons.
Yes. Skeletons everywhere.
All right. Are there skeletons like more than 30 feet from me?
I'm sorry, say again, you broke up.
Are there skeletons more than 30 feet from me?
Yes. There are skeletons like from you to 60 feet in front of you and from you to 30 feet behind you.
Okay.
3
In all
groups of
directions.
30 feet each.
There are skeletons like surrounding me for 30 feet in all directions.
Mostly backwards and forwards. It's a bit thinner to the left and right.
I'll wait for them to fill in then. Okay. Then I will try using the anvil as a weapon.
Oh, okay. Are you proficient with improvised weapons?
No.
Because an anvil is just basically you're waving around a chunk of iron. Like it's just a block of iron.
Yep.
Okay.
Indeed.
Well, make an attack roll. That's just a strength, like a D20 plus your strength mod. That hits some skeletons. You don't need to roll damage. So, okay, technically it does do a D4 plus your strength mod and bludgeoning damage. But against these particular enemies, it basically, there was a video once of like a car driving at high speed through a bunch of water balloons.
Uh-huh.
That's basically your anvil through these skeletons.
Okay. I'm gaining a volumetric advantage with a weapon this large.
Yeah, you did the equivalent of having their current hit points.
Okay. Yeah, I'm willing to put up with not being proficient with this thing if it's useful against crowds.
Bear in mind, that's because you are completely surrounded and the nature of the enemy. This is not something that would occur against everybody.
Yeah, it's specifically due to the fact that I'm surrounded by skeletons and that skeletons do not stand up very well to massive amounts of bludgeoning damage.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, that's worth it. All right, I do get 2 attacks.
Okay. Well, that was your first attack. You have effectively bloodied this first swarm.
Okay, then again.
Okay. They just haven't filled in the gap you made before, and you
Okay.
miss.
Yep, I swing it right back the other way where there are now no skeletons.
Exactly.
Okay, that's it.
All right. The mighty Sam is also going to keep fighting that group that got pushed past you. He's going to take a couple of swings with his magic halberd. That both hits. Yeah, there's only a few skeletons left there. The swarm is near death. Beta.
I blast into the swarm.
All right, roll to hit. Two hits.
4 points. Those were ricochets off the side of their skulls or something.
Yeah. You got confused because there was just a bunch of bone dust in the air that you weren't quite as effective about it.
All right. Yeah, that's it.
All right, these guys.
Oh, wait. How are you doing, Gilbert? Are you all right? Are you dying over there?
I've been knifed repeatedly. I have no ass cheeks.
Oh, you need help?
Yes.
Here, this is a bonus action ability. It is a bonus action ability. Okay, cool. Here, I'm going to drop a healing light on Gilbert. You get 8. Yeah.
I'll take it.
Okay.
All right, so that first group is going to continue pursuing. They've gotten a taste for the flesh of wizards, and they are going to keep pursuing Duodecius, provoking attacks of opportunity from Squash and the Mighty Sam. As they kind of pull away behind you. And both of you guys hit.
All right.
So because they're pulling away, you actually do just do like the D4 plus whatever bludgeoning.
Oh, because I only hit one skeleton.
Well, you hit a couple probably, but it's not like a whole group pressing in on you where you're just pile driving through tons of them.
Fair enough.
All right, so Sam hits a couple for 16. You do that actually. So yeah, your bludgeoning is extremely effective. And only a single skeleton manages to crawl its way to Duodecius to try and stab him. Duodecius, does a 13 hit you?
I lift my foot up and out of the way. He doesn't hit me.
Okay. Let's see. Swarm 2 is going to attack you. Let's see. Not you, Duodecius. Let's see. Yeah, you took out a whole bunch of them. 2 of them are going to attack you, Squash.
Okay, disadvantage.
Yeah, they're not bright enough to avoid. Both
No.
miss. All right, and then 1 attack against the Mighty Sam, which hits for 17 more. Let's see. Then Group 3 is going to shove Group 2 in the back, kind of pushing them past you guys, so that you are now surrounded again, though only 30 feet in each direction. And that's all they can do. Squash.
Okay, more anvil attacks.
Okay. You attacking the group in front of you, Group 3, or the group behind you, Group 2?
Is either of them bloodied?
No, these groups haven't been hit. You were only hitting the first group before.
We'll do the group in front.
Okay. Group 3 does. All right, yeah, as you swing your anvil with reckless abandon, and you basically just pile it through a whole bunch of these skeletons, having its current HP. It is now bloodied.
That's all I got.
Okay. The Mighty Sam is going to follow your lead. Oops, it's only supposed to be 2. So 12 and 17. Yeah, these skeletons are getting thinned out. Beta.
I'm going to keep blasting.
Okay, there is a single skeleton in melee with you and Duodecius.
Oh. Well, then I'm going to try to hit him with my big sword.
Roll to hit. Miss.
Dead.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right. That one skeleton is, he's had a taste of the, Duodecius' ass. He wants more of it. He's going for it. Does a 21 hit Duodecius?
No, I'm shielding. I'm concerned by how much of a taste he has for my ass. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, you got a fan. Your turn, Duodecius.
How fucked up does the skeleton look?
It's mildly hurt, but it's the only one left of its swarm.
I draw my wizard knife.
Okay.
And I strike it with the wizard knife.
Roll to
Is
hit.
he prone?
He is not prone. Miss. Anything else?
Yeah, Bait, I could use more healing. That's all.
Okay.
All right.
I'll get on that.
I just like how that one solitary skeleton, the sole survivor of that swarm, is tying up the whole back line alone.
Look, he's got a taste for ass, and that's just weird.
All right. Well, let's see. Group 2 is going to continue fighting Squash and the Mighty Sam. One hit on you, Squash. Does a 20 hit you?
Just barely.
All right. Is a pierce you for 13 points of piercing damage. And 2 strikes on the Mighty Sam, only one of which hits. For a total of 19 piercing to the Mighty Sam. Group 3. Yeah, they're just gonna all pile in and try to bring you down, Squash, with you and your special anvil attack.
Mm-hmm.
And they do not hit you.
Indeed.
It is your turn, Squash.
Okay, more anvil attack.
Okay, you're going against this group of skeletons that just tried to jump you? The one that you've hit before?
Yeah, that one.
Alright, rolled hit. 2 hits. Go ahead and roll the bludgeoning damage for him. So you sweep the anvil through a bunch of them, and just kind of let the weight of the 700-pound anvil just kind of carry you around in almost like a pirouette, as you then bring it down overhand on the sole remaining skeleton of that swarm, crushing it to dust into the floor.
Oh, I can totally envision it. Just one circle, two circle, overhead and down.
Yeah, that swarm is gone.
All right.
The Mighty Sam turns and begins attacking the swarm that was behind you guys. As he takes out a bunch of skeletons. And it is Beta's turn. That skeleton's still in melee with you and Duodecius.
Okay. As an action, I am going to use the healer's kit and heal. No. Yes. 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 I'm going to heal him for 16 points. Then I'm going to
All right.
turn my nose at the skeleton. Draw its attention.
Yeah, it just seems to be having only eyes for Duodecius. It's just completely ignoring you.
I healed you, Duodecius. Kill the
Do
thing.
you mean Duodecius?
Well, kill it before it kills you, if you can.
Oh, I definitely can, but it's a matter of resource conservation.
Anything else, Beta?
No.
All right, it goes for the Decius. Does an 8 hit Duodecius?
No, he can stay away from my Dussy.
All right, well, it's your turn.
I get him with the wizard knife.
All right, roll to hit. You hit him. Roll damage.
I dispel anything on his ass.
Yeah. Dispel does not work on the undead. Not that way, at least.
Does it work, given that he is currently charmed by my ass?
No.
Damn.
In fact, you notice that piercing damage is not particularly effective. It just does a little bit of damage to him. He looks to be hanging on by a thread.
All right.
All right. Swarm 2. Well, they're going to try to gang up on the mighty Sam, since he's the only one who's hit them. 2 hits. Oh, well, the mighty Sam is now bloodied. Squash. Oh, yeah, squash.
Okay. What swarms remain?
The one that had been pushed past you. That's the
that
only
one?
swarm that remains.
Is it bloody?
No.
Okay.
That hits.
All right.
As you swing your magic anvil through them, just obliterating a good half of the remaining swarm. It is now
Okay,
bloodied.
Now, if I attack that way again, will I take out the other half, or will I be targeting individual skeletons at that point?
You would half the half remaining.
Okay, we'll do another one then.
That also hits as you continue to reduce their number severely.
All right. That's all the attacks I got. Somebody else can finish them off.
Yeah, the mighty Sam steps up, not liking one bit that these skeletons hit him. As he takes out the remaining skeletons. Only that sole skeleton over by Beta and Duodecius remains. Beta?
I guess I'm gonna try to hit the skeleton with my sword.
Alright, roll a hit.
Nat 1 stabs Duodecius in the ass.
No, that's a crit.
I think this thing is dead.
Rolls 1 damage.
There's no... Okay. Okay.
Look. The more I shit talk your rolls, the better your rolls seem to
I
go.
double all my damage dice, correct?
Yes.
All right. $25 points of slashing and cold damage.
Alright. Yeah, as you lean into it, you realize the slashing isn't terribly effective, but it is effective enough as you just break like every bone in the skeleton's body as you dispatch it handedly. You guys are out of initiative.
That is how you
Yay!
That is how you kill a skeleton. You don't stand there and let it cut pieces of your ass off.
I think Duodecius and Sam could use some healing.
Yes, they probably
Say
could.
Sister Beta missed the part where it blew a bunch of skeletons to pieces.
What was that?
I said, I need you to heal back on my pieces.
Ah, That's okay. Yeah, all right. I can do that. I give. I hand out healing potions.
Okay.
I have 10. So, how many do you want?
I'll take 3.
All right, 3. They are 44 plus 4. That's what I wrote down. Take 3 of them. There you go.
Hold on. Are they regular
I have-
potions of healing?
No, they're greater potions.
Ah, okay.
They are greater than the little bits.
I'm no
Just
longer
double checking.
cripplingly injured. Yay!
Beta did not get injured in that fight. Miracles happen.
I've grown my ass cheek back.
Miracles happen. How many do we want to give to the what's his name?
The Mighty Sam.
No, the Mighty Sam. Let's give the Mighty Sam. What is he, a fighter?
That is the great and mighty Sam to you.
I'll use the healer's kit on him and give him a handful of potions and give him 3 potions.
Okay. Yeah, he'll just like pop the 3 potions and do them all at once.
How many hit die does he have?
12.
Sam. He has 12 hit die.
Yes.
Okay. The healer's kit heals him for 18.
Okay. The potions healed them for 49.
That's it. There you go. He a big old boy. He got 8. He got 12 hit die. He a big old boy.
Yeah. Alright, well, he's no longer bloody, just slightly injured.
There you go, Sam.
The Mighty Sam thanks the Beta Golem for the healing.
She just casts a look at Deodesius and she walks off. Fucking wizard. The hatred amongst the party is a real thing.
I'm gonna miss this.
The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure the Mighty Sam is the one who started this when he referred to you as a golem just in the room, so he didn't know what a Warforged was.
And Duodecius took that and ran with it.
So where do you guys continue from here?
Same way we were going, I think.
Yes.
Alright, so you push into the hall, the bones crunching underfoot. As you then follow the hall around the corner, to the north, around that corner, to a set of stairs that ascend.
I will be back one moment.
Your wizard has abandoned you. What now?
The wizard just has to like take a shit. I'll be like right back.
See, this is what happens when your ass gets attacked by skeletons. You gotta take shits all the time.
Yep. It's got no control anymore.
Yeah, I mean, well, at least when he like asked Beta to reattach his ass, Beta didn't go like, all right, and then pulls out a jar of like sovereign glue.
Oh no, not this again.
It should have been. I would have pulled out a staple gun. That's how Beta attaches most things: duct tape and soldering iron. Or a staple gun.
I'm back.
Welcome back. So yeah, you go down this hall, turns to the right, go down this hall, turns to the right, there's a set of stairs that ascend. Do you go up?
Yes, indeed.
Alright. Go to the top of the stairs. The hall pulls a hairpin turn. You just going around it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, yeah, you go around it. You can see this goes around to a 40-foot wide hall. The far end, you can see two sets of doors, one to the north, one to the south, both closed. Although right near you is another set of doors on the south that is also closed. So 3 sets of doors. What do you do?
They're all closed?
Yeah, so there's one directly south of you, like 10 feet away. One at the far end of the hall, out along the south, which is 20, 40, 60, 80, about 110 feet away. And then one door to the north, also 110 feet away.
Shit. Telekinesis. I start flinging doors open. Which way looks familiar?
Which one do you start with?
South.
All right, so you turn to the south, fling it open. You can see, as the door opens, you are buffeted by a blast of frigid air. The room beyond the door is filled with inky blackness, and tendrils of cold dance along your body in an unnerving fashion.
Shut the door.
Okay, you shut the door. What's the range of telekinesis to open something?
60.
Okay. So you then go into one of the next sets of doors?
Mm-hmm.
Do you go to the north or the south one?
Didn't we just do south?
So you did the near south. There's a far south and a near south.
Far south.
Okay. So as you start walking down the hall to get the far south within range, you hear a click as there's a little bit of a depression in the floor. And you hear from the far side of the hall, thwop, 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 thwop. And let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so each of you is going to potentially be hit by 4 bolts, so we'll just go in chat order. Beta. Does a 19 hit you?
Son of a bitch. Do I know shields? Yes, I do. Am I surprised by this?
Yes, this is a trap going off.
Alert.
So does a 19 hit you?
I can't be surprised.
So do you shield?
I shield, yeah, so it doesn't hit me.
All right, yeah. Your bolts bounce off your shield.
Oh god.
Do Odysseus. Does a 19 and a 17 hit
Shield.
you? Do you have something that prevents surprise? Because this is a trap.
No.
Then you're surprised and get hit. What's your AC?
17.
All right, so just 2. 2 bolts hit you for 10 total piercing damage. Squash.
Oh god, my lap. I've been shot in the lap.
Squash, what's your AC? Pete?
Beater.
And then the Mighty Sand. Undoes a bunch of the healing he just got. Well, he's still not bloody, just injured. All right, we'll wait for Pete to get back for rolling his damage. Yeah, so do you do anything different to Odysseus now that you've triggered a trap?
Can you tell me more about the trap?
Yeah, you were walking forward, and there was like a pressure plate you stepped on. That covered the full width of the 40-foot hallway. From the looks of the pressure plate, it is about 30 feet across.
Fuck it, we go north.
Okay, so he's walking across the rest of the pressure plate.
You know what?
Like, to get to the other two doors, you'll have to cross
it,
this.
Yeah, we'll keep it depressed. We'll leave the big fucking bag of treasure.
Okay, you drop a big fucking bag of treasure on it. And you all walk to the west. The pressure plate not resetting. You go into the north or south door first?
South.
Okay. The doors fling open, revealing a plain 40 by 40 chamber. A set of doors visible to the south, and a single door with a bar across it set in the east wall. You can also see another note attached to this door.
What does it say?
Do you read Undercommon?
No, I speak real languages.
Then you are unsure what it says.
Do I want to find out what this barbaric tongue is? Yeah, comprehend languages.
Okay. It says, coming soon, Medusa exhibit.
All right, everybody funnel through. I steal back my treasure.
Okay. Yeah, there's a soft little click as the pressure plate resets. Where are you going?
Down this hall.
Right, yeah, you did that. You opened the southern door at the end of this hall. It reveals the room with the note and the other door that goes south.
We're going to the Medusa exhibit. That's what we're doing.
Right. So you're in the room. So you came in from the north. There's a set of closed doors to the south, and then on the east wall, this barred door that says coming soon, Medusa exhibit in Undercommon.
Peek inside.
Okay. You unbar the door and peek inside. Are you trying to be stealthy?
E.
Make a stealth check.
Sneaky wizard, sneaky wizard.
Give you guys
Yeah, you ease the door open, revealing what appears to be a small cell. Manacles and chains hang from the far wall, to the left of which you can see a stone statue depicting a humanoid wearing robes.
Do I see the Medusa?
No.
I close the door and we leave.
Okay, you close the door.
Then we back ourselves up to the next set of doors.
So, are you going to the southern doors out of this room or back in the hall to the northern door?
Let's look at the southern door.
Yeah, it's a southern pair of doors.
Telekinesis.
They open, revealing a 30-foot wide hall that goes 20 feet to the west, or sorry, to the east, and then a set of stairs ascending.
Wizard powers activate. We go that way.
Okay, you go that way. Eventually, these stairs lead to a landing, on the north wall of which is a closed pair of doors. These doors, however, are not wooden doors, but appear to be made from some type of translucent, colorless material.
that isn't glass?
Probably not. Like they're not transparent, they're translucent.
Oh, like semi-translucent?
Yeah, like frosted glass.
Oh, okay. Could be frosted glass. Still, bit of a hazard.
What do you do to Odysseus?
Could you repeat?
So at the top of the steps lies a plain antechamber. A pair of doors set into the north wall of the landing appear to be made of some translucent, colorless material, similar to like frosted glass.
Okay. Hmm. Investigate the room.
Okay, make an investigation check. Okay. Yeah, you give the antechamber here a thorough search and find no secrets or hidden things.
Hmm. Thoughts, Pete?
On what?
What we got ahead of us here?
I can't make anything of it.
Detect magic.
Okay, you cast Detect Magic. There are 3 overlapping auras on the doors. One moment. So we've got Divination, Abjuration, and a second aura of Abjuration. So 2 auras of Abjuration, 1 of Divination.
Identify. Starting on abjuration.
Okay, well, you just touch the object and it just tells you everything that's affecting it, so it would tell you all 3. But as soon as you poke it, before you finish Identify, the doors swiftly become cloudy and then black. And 2 pairs of giant insect-like eyes appear on the door and seem to stare out of the blackness at you lot. You guys can hear a low chuckling voice as the eyes observe you, before they then fade away. The doors remaining dark, and as you finish your Identify Duodecius, it tells you that the doors are affected by Arcane Lock, Glyph of Warding, and Clairvoyance.
Hmm.
If he has Detect Magic up, can he see the sensor from Clairvoyance?
No, Detect Magic tells you like that there's an aura of some type of magic. It does
Oh,
not
that's right,
actually
it
like
doesn't let you see
reveal
it.
details of like, you know, it would tell you that you're in the like in the room as an invisible creature. It wouldn't tell you, what that creature looks like. Uh-oh, the golem got stuck and crashed.
Uh, okay, wizard, what are we doing?
I guess open the door.
Yeah.
All right, you reach out to push on the doors, and they are locked via that arcane lock.
Oh, dirt. Knock.
All right, there's a knocking sound. That you're pretty sure means that the arcane lock is suppressed.
Open door.
All right, you push the doors open, triggering the glyph of warding. I need dex saves from you. That. I believe glyph of warding has actually got an AOE. Let me just double check that. Uh-huh, 20-foot radius. So I need dex saves from everyone.
Well, it's a +5 if they're within 10 feet of me.
They are. Only duodeci is passed for half damage. Against 34 points of fire damage.
What the fucker?
But as the smoke clears, you can see that you are looking into a large, like 150 by 150 foot room, constructed of dense black stone, carved with bas reliefs of horrid half-reptilian creatures painted with queerly glowing colors. The light in this room is violet and eerie. Colors glow oddly, while whites luminesce to an otherworldly hue. Set into the center of the floor is a decorative tile area of a square 40 feet to a side. The colors of these tiles glow in the strange illumination that pervades the room. Sitting in the center of the western wall is a 9-foot tall throne, draped in black cloth. It stands empty.
Well, I guess we're just going to have to investigate. We're running Detect Magic.
All right. Well, detect magic would tell you as you walk across the room towards the throne, that the whole tile area is awash in conjuration magic.
Mm-hmm.
And then why don't you go ahead and give me an investigation check?
I give you guidance. I need some of my healing potions while he's doing that.
Okay. So yeah, as you walk across the room, other than the conjuration, the throne itself does not appear to be magical. But as you kind of lift up the black draping over it, you reveal a set of carvings set onto the backrest of the chair, which is written in common and reads thusly. And then, because I'm nice, here is an easier to read version.
Thank you. Serpents. Hey, this is like that other weird poem we got after we killed what's his face, the douchebag.
This is the room where you killed the douchebag.
Is this
Wait, what?
a message?
I don't know why, but this room feels more sinister on the second visit.
This is the image that I posted from this room the first time you guys came here.
I
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah,
You were
this.
fighting the guy on the chair.
You took his head, and that's how you got into the Tower of Mitra.
I feel like what's occurred here is like you described the room, and then my brain forgot the description the moment you showed me an enemy to kill.
So yeah, well, before the description was the same, except then I went into the description of the bad guy on the throne and the forces arrayed against you, and I guess you guys got a little tunnel visioned on that.
Oh yeah.
So now that it's empty and eerie, you only have the room description.
Man, I'm really beginning to appreciate the ambiance of this room. It's definitely sinister.
Oh yeah.
That was what's his face's problem. He made himself too distracting compared to the ambiance of this room. We kicked his ass, but we never really appreciated the work he went into here.
Yeah. His name was Nasset.
Yeah, it was not Set, one of the shitty kids.
Yeah, his name was Nasset.
What is that, undercommon for not Set? Alright,
No, it is Hebrew for assembly.
really?
Yeah, that's why the Israeli parliament is called the Knesset.
Also explains why he had a gathering of henchmen. Alrighty. Okay, so Serpent's Son's blood in agony lost.
Don't read it out loud.
Why? He'll summon a demon?
I don't know what it'll do.
Don't worry, don't worry. The first time we read this, I was smart enough to not read it out loud. I even explicitly said I wouldn't. Well, right there it says, "Trespasser, rise and meet thy fate." I recall how weird is used. So there's that big disc in the middle.
No, the middle is a square, tiled area.
Yeah. Identify.
It is a teleportation circle.
Mm-hmm. And we don't know how it works.
There is no obvious trigger.
Can I find some of Nasset's blood? Is his corpse still there?
His corpse is not there. However, you do still have some of his blood from the rags you wrapped his head in.
All right, everybody gather on the circle.
This seems like a bad idea, but okay.
I flick his blood onto the, or I should say flick his blood because it's dried at this point. I drop the bloody bandages on there as we stand in a circle around it.
Okay. As the blood touches the tiles, the blood on the rag begins to glow bright red. Moments later, the light flows into the rest of the tiles, and with a churning lurch, you find your lot standing in a 360-foot diameter domed hall lit by unseen sources. The floor is pure black marble, seamless except for the 20-foot tiled area of decorative geometric patterns upon which you stand. 8 green stone statues of the jackal-headed set support the ceiling some 60 feet overhead. Okay, wrong word. In one of the directions, just behind one of the statues, about 180 feet away, you can see a large pair of doors that appear to be carved from green stone and have writing on them, like etched writing. Do any of you speak Abyssal?
No. I don't.
Nope.
Well, it's some bad juju shit written on it, but you don't know what it says.
Comprehend languages.
So you're walking up to it? So I believe you have to touch it for comprehend languages.
What? Do I?
That was my
Yeah,
understanding.
no, you do.
Oh, I ain't touching that. That's foulness. Ah, fuck it. Detect magic.
Okay, so you cast Detect Magic while standing on this set of tiles. The tiles also emanate Conjuration Magic. But there is no other magic within range from where you stand. Remember, this is a large 360-foot diameter room.
All right, I'd like to approach the filthy abyssal writing.
Okay. As you step off the tiled area, dust falls from the ceiling as a low, rumbling reverberation reflects off the walls. Suddenly, the torso of the southernmost statue bursts into 1,000 stony shards. Out of the statue crawls an abomination with the lower body of a gigantic snake and the torso of an enormous male human with 4 muscular arms. The infernal atrocity has twin dragon heads, multifaceted insectoid eyes, and monstrous bat wings. It leaps to the floor with a guttural roar, and you guys should roll initiative.
All right, Dark Souls boss gambit. Gauntlet. I mean, yeah, okay. Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna get the Dark Souls music playlist.
Do not forget to roll initiative for the great and mighty Sam.
Indeed. Let me roll for the bad guy first.
Did we get him all healed up? Oh yeah,
He
we gave him
partially
reinforcements. Yeah.
All right. Hey Pete, which Dark Souls 3 boss fight should I listen to?
Let me think. The one that I was just thinking of is Gargoyles. I may as well listen to it myself.
Shoot me the link. I ain't hearing it or seeing it. One moment, Hunter. We have to get our soundtrack ready.
Sure. I'll just pull up these additional stat blocks.
This actually isn't the one I was thinking of, but it'll do.
Yeah, that's kind of beastly looking motherfucker. Let's go with Old Demon King. Yeah, let's go with Old Demon King.
Okay, you guys all set now? Can we
Yeah.
continue? Okay.
Oh yeah.
I found the one I was thinking of. It was the Asylum Demon music.
All
The
right.
very
Well,
first one here.
the Mighty Sam is going to heft his halberd and charge, just running up to this guy and attacking with his halberd. Actually, wait, hold on. This guy would be there. He is a huge creature. So actually, the Mighty Sam would need to take the dash action and cannot attack this turn. Let's see. At the end of the Mighty Sam's turn, this creature will take a legendary action and cast a spell. As he summons 24 giant constrictor snakes. Sorry, giant poisonous snakes.
Ah.
Behind the Mighty Sam. Then it's his turn. And yeah, he is going to he's going to hurl a magical ball of fire. And I need a dexterity saving throw from Beta, Duo, and Squash as it explodes like a fireball on you guys.
Are we in Squash's aura?
You are.
Plus five?
You... Beta and Squash pass for half.
Absorb elements.
Of 49 points of fire damage.
Thank God for absorb elements.
Mm-hmm. He then moves to kind of like try to wrap himself around and constrict the Mighty Sam. Failing to do so. And then he decides just to try to bite him. One critical hit on the Mighty Sam. The Mighty Sam is bloodied. All right. Squash.
Okay. See, how far away is, I don't know if this is set or some other, how far away is this thing?
That would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. About 80 feet.
Let's see, 80 feet. Okay, then I am going to, if I were to dash towards him, would I get any attacks of opportunity from the snakes?
No, the snakes are near him. So it's like him, then the Mighty Sam, then like the snakes around the Mighty Sam. So if you run straight towards him, how much movement speed do you have?
Only 30.
So if you dash, that 60 feet would put you right behind the line of snakes.
Okay.
You would not have run through them.
In that case, I will dash 60 feet to towards the line of snakes. And let's see, you said he was 90?
He was 80 from you.
Or he was 80? Yeah, so 60. And actually, no, then in that case, I will not dash. I will only run my 30. And well, is 30 enough to put me within 30 feet of all the snakes?
No.
No. Shit. Okay, then we'll just cast Protection from Good and Evil on ourselves.
Okay, that's a good choice.
It is a good choice. I was going to do that eventually anyway. May as well do it now.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, he is going to punch the Mighty Sam as a legendary action.
Oh man, we're gonna lose Mighty Sam.
Dealing 24 points of bludgeoning damage to him. The Mighty Sam is not looking good. Beta.
I mean, I guess if he's just gonna rush into melee against people way stronger than him, this was gonna happen to him sooner or later.
If he's way stronger than Sam, we're kind of fucked.
I don't think Sam is actually that strong. Or at least I don't think he has that much health.
He's a frost giant. That's about like 100 something. I think it's like 30s or 40s.
He has 12 hit dice.
Yeah.
I know
So
that.
assuming
How much I
D12,
healed him.
yeah, he's got like definitely over 120, and they're like a CR 8 or 9.
Okay, so that means he's not much stronger than me.
Right. 12 hit dice is 120, roughly.
So what do you do, Beta?
Blast him. No.
Blast him. I can handle healing.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be good to have Sam not die here. Obviously, our lives are also a bad thing to lose.
I'm gonna spend a sorcery point and blast on both my action and bonus action.
Okay.
Well, fuck.
He will use his reaction to shield, blocking the 22.
All right, then.
Anything else?
I'm done. No, that's my action and bonus action. I'm done.
All right. At the end of your turn, he uses a legendary action to punch the Mighty Sam. Dealing 18 more points of bludgeoning damage. The Mighty Sam is near death. Duodecius?
So, distance to the Great and Mighty Sam.
80 feet. Or, sorry, no, he only ran that far. He would be 70 feet from you.
I walk forward 10 feet.
Uh-huh.
And let me double check the spell. I cast heal. I cast heal on Sam. He regains 70 hit points.
Nice.
Also ends blindness, deafness, and any diseases.
All right, the mighty Sam is no longer bloodied. Anything else?
That's my action.
Okay. Well, at the end of your turn, he is going to take a legendary action to punch the mighty Sam.
He's cringe.
Hang on, what's a frost AC? It's close to that. 15. All right, so that hits. Punching the mighty Sam for 24 points of bludgeoning damage. All right, the mighty Sam is going to roar and is going to slash and hack with his halberd. Failing to get through the shield. This guy. Yeah, he's going to cast a spell. It's a bolt of lightning jets forth from him. I need dex saves from Sam, a couple of the snakes, Squash, Duo, and Beta.
What kind of save?
Dexterity. He casts lightning bolt.
I'm dead.
Well, Duo passed for half. Oh, I forgot to roll for the mighty Sam. All right, well, only Duo passed, and that is 8d6. Dealing 22 points of lightning damage to Squash, Beta, and the mighty Sam. Duo, you take half, then absorb elements, blah, blah, blah. A couple of the snakes get killed. The snakes then move. Let's see, they got that much speed, so let's see. So those snakes, the remaining ones, 6 of them are going to try and bite you, Squash.
These snakes were created via conjure animals.
Yes, they are beasts.
Let me see here. Are they just beasts?
Oh no, I just realized that the spell says they're considered fey.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah, so they have
means
disadvantage. Uh-oh. There we go.
0 hits.
0 hits. All right. The other 4 snakes are going to try and bite the mighty Sam. 2 hits. the Mighty Sam needs to make a con save. Oh, wow. As the Mighty Sam takes a bunch of poison damage, having failed one of the saves. The Mighty Sam is now bloodied again. But that is it for this guy. Squash.
Okay. So let's see. Neither of them have moved. I moved 30 feet, so that'd put me 50 feet.
50 feet from the big bad guy. However, 6 of the snakes have moved up to you.
Okay. Are any of the snakes further than 30 feet from me? Like in between me and the big guy?
No. All
Okay.
all 10 of the snakes are within 30 feet of you.
Bonus action, Misty Step.
Okay. Where are you appearing?
Well, I can only go 30 feet, so we'll just go right on the ground 30 feet towards the big guy.
Okay. Yep. Just on the ground. Anything else?
Yeah, then I'm going to use my movement to go into melee with him.
Yep.
And now he is size huge, so
He is.
I'm going to try to clamber onto him.
Okay. Got to go look up how that works again.
Yep.
One moment. Let's see. And
Actions in combat, DMG 271.
thank you.
Let's see. One creature wants to jump onto another creature, does so by grappling. Strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics, contested by the target's dexterity acrobatics.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, I was just double checking. So it's like, I know there's mechanics for it. I just don't remember how they work. 'Cause this very rarely comes up. All right. So yeah, you can make your athletics or acrobatics,
It very rarely comes up, and I'm the only one who does it.
which is fine. I just had to remember to look it up.
No, it's not fine. More of you should be doing it. All right. Athletics. No.
So you start climbing up this guy.
All right. I just want to go up high enough to get out of reach of the snakes.
Yes, you can do so with your remaining movement.
Yep. Now, that is a grapple, and I get 2 attacks, so I am going to use my other attack.
Okay. Well, go ahead and hit him.
We're going to use the sword. Berto, did you bless us? Mister?
He did not.
I did not.
What did you... Oh, you healed. Right.
That will hit him.
Excellent. Is this guy a Fey Fiend or undead?
Yes.
All right. Because I'm smiting.
Yeah, this is definitely a fiend.
Let's see, it is... I always forget, it's 2d8 from the base first level smite, plus a third d8 for Fiend. Alright, that is a combination of 24 magical slashing and radiant damage.
All right, yeah, as you hit him, drawing first blood from him.
Alright. And also a con save, I believe.
Oh, okay.
On conjure animals.
Ah, yes.
Concentration save.
Yep. Thank you for reminding me. I believe that stays up. DC was 12.
Nah. All right, that's fine.
All right. Well, at the end of your turn, he's going to take a legendary action to, the fist he was trying to punch Sam with. He's going to try and, hit you with them instead, since you're on him.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 16 hit you?
No.
Okay.
And also, that should be a disadvantage.
You're right. It should be. It matters for this. Okay. He did. If he rolls a nat 1, he punches himself.
Ah, well.
Yeah. Beta?
Nothing like crit fishing on other people's attacks.
Right? All right, Beta.
Yeah. Beta's going to move out of the way, so she's no longer in range of this guy. How far back can I go away from this guy?
250 feet.
I want to go. I want to get at least 110 feet away from him.
Do you have the movement to do that?
No. I want to get 30 feet away from him then to start with.
Sure. Yeah, you can back up 30 feet.
And then I'm gonna blast him.
Okay. We'll roll to hit.
Well,
Yeah, well, that's a crit.
for 5 points of force damage. Well, I'm really racking up the damage here today.
Yeah, I mean, does a little bit of damage to him.
And I'm done.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you'll take a legendary action to try and hit Squash again. Does a 23 hit
Ooh, that does
Squash?
hit me.
Okay. He punches you for 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And it is Duodecius' turn.
I am bloodied by that.
You're bloodied, and how fucked up is our giant?
Bloodied.
How close is Beta to these two?
Beta backed up 30 feet, so she is 110 feet from him.
Okay. Heal on Pete, 70 hit points.
Ooh, thank you.
Anything else?
No.
All right. At the end of your turn, he'll use a legendary action to try and punch Pete.
Ow.
Squash, I mean.
Yeah, that... You only wasted 3 points of that 70-point heal there, and that does hit.
Hitting you for 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Anything else? Do it. Oh, no, you were saying no. All right. This is the Mighty Sam's turn. The Mighty Sam is going to take advantage of his distraction and try to hit him in the knees with his halberd. Twice. Dealing 21 points of slashing damage to him. All right. It is now this big guy's turn. So he is going to, as one of his attacks, hurl that orb of flame, which will explode on Duodecius, and only Duodecius, because he's the only one in that AoE area. I need a dex save from you, Duodecius. Unfortunate. As you take 39 points of fire damage.
Lost consciousness.
He's then going to try to wrap himself around. No, he isn't. He's going to try to punch Squash twice.
Two misses.
Okay. And then he's using his final action to try to bite the head off the Mighty Sam. Dealing 14 points of piercing damage. The Mighty Sam is not looking good. Snakes. Well, the 10 snakes are going to try and bite at the heels of the Mighty Sam. Six hits. Only one failure on the poison, though. So that is a total of 42, 27, 9. The Mighty Sam is near death. But that is it for him. Squash.
Okay. We're going to start hitting him with the sword. But first, we're going to put a hex on him.
Okay.
And you see, this will actually help. And the ability we pick for hex will be strength.
Makes sense.
Do either of those hit?
No.
Damn. Okay, that's it.
All right. Well, at the end of your turn, he's going to try to punch you as a legendary action.
All right.
20.
Just barely.
For 16 points of bludgeoning damage. Beta.
Duodecius has been downed. You should pick him up.
Okay. I'm gonna. How far is Duodecius from me?
You backed up 30. He is about 30 feet from you.
I'm gonna move over to him and upcast a healing spell on him.
Okay.
So that he can get up and not be dead. Son of a bitch! Gilbert, you get. That's not right. It should be +4, not plus +1. It should be a +4, so that should be 12 instead of 9. I'm sorry.
All good.
It's 12 instead of 9. That's
All right.
my-
So you wake up on the
my-
ground, 12 hit points, and a level of exhaustion.
And
If only Ruffles were here to help.
I know. That's let me see. Bonus action. Do I have another heat sorcery? I do. We've had a long rest, so I have one left. I am going to cast a cantrip. I'm going to say that I'm going to. What can I do as a bonus action? I am going to. I'm done. I don't know what to do. I'm done. I don't have any spells I can cast, so yeah.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he tries to punch Squash again.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
For 18 more points of bludgeoning damage. Do Odysseus. You're on the ground. What do you do?
How did my front line look?
The Mighty Sam is near death. I don't know how Squash looks.
He's not quite bloodied yet.
The Mighty Sam is healed for 70.
Okay. He is no longer bloodied. Anything else?
No.
Do you choose to stand up or do you stay laying there?
I stand up.
Okay. Let's see. Well, at the end of your turn, he uses third legendary action to punch Squash.
Yep. It's amazing how he's able to consistently roll above a 10.
I know. It's he's hitting above his weight class for the moment.
Yep.
For 19 more points bludgeoning damage.
All right. Now I'm bloodied.
The Mighty Sam continues to hack at this guy, refusing to give in. How many more of those does he have? Yeah, he'll reaction shield and block the halberd. Then it's this guy. It is unfortunate that you moved together when you did, because that means he can't just... Oh, I know what he can do. Instead of attacking anybody, he's going to cast a spell. Yes, he has this fiendish intelligence about him.
Oh, yay.
But it doesn't have enough range, so he can't do that spell. Sorry, I thought the range for that was longer at first. Yeah, no, his best bet is to just fire off another lightning bolt. So Beta and Duodecius, I need dex saves from you two.
Fuck!
Lightning bolts weak my ass.
We're not in the aura, are we?
Nope.
No, your aura is currently climbing on him.
Beta, might I recommend getting out of line with me?
I had to get in line with you to heal you.
Yeah, it's a touch range, so he can easily tag both of you. Alright, you both fail.
I'm dead.
Taking 30 points of lightning damage.
I'm unconscious.
So am I.
That is it for him. Squash.
TPK.
Okay. I'm going to keep trying to hit him.
Roll to hit.
Yeah, that's more like it.
That is the crit is the only hit.
He shields the 22.
He shielded earlier. Oh wait, he has to re-shield. Yeah, he'll cast shield again using that last slot.
Yep. Okay. Then let me think. We're gonna second level smite. So that is that is 3d6 from the second level smite plus 2 from him being a fiend. Actually, let me do the basic part of the attack first.
Remember, you double the smite dice as well.
I know. I'm doing the math.
So if it's second level, that'd be 6 plus he's a fiend, so that'd be 8d8 for that.
No, because it's second level, so it's 3
Doubled to 6.
plus 1.
Doubled
4,
to 2.
Doubled to 8. So it's 8d8.
for the smite part, plus your weapon damage.
Yeah. And then, where is it? Because we're not done yet. Plus 2d6 necrotic, which is also doubled.
Indeed.
So that
Holy
is a
shit.
combination of 65 magical, slashing, radiant, and necrotic damage.
He is bloodied.
Okay. And now bonus action dancing longsword attack.
Okay.
Now.
It hits nothing.
Yep. Okay, that's it.
All right. Well, at the end of your turn, he has very clearly understood that you are the biggest threat.
He's the only one still standing. What do you mean he's the biggest threat?
Sam is still alive.
Yeah, so he's going to burn all 3 of his legendary actions to cast a spell.
Oh boy.
And I need a wisdom save from Squash.
Oh no.
No.
Wisdom. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up, Squash.
You fucked up.
God
you,
damn it, Squash.
You are paralyzed as hold person takes effect.
Oh,
Wow.
God.
All right. Beta, death save. That's one success. Duodecius, death save.
I can only hope that the dice will favor.
Success. The mighty Sam continues to assault. Oh, that hits through shield. Okay. But does this guy end up failing his concentration?
Oh yeah.
He
Forgot to roll that.
keeps his concentration. Just
Oh,
barely.
What about for the other hit?
What other hit?
The one that did the 65?
Yeah, he just let the snakes disappear.
Oh, okay. What was he concentrating on after that?
Hold person.
Oh, yeah, whole person. Right, duh.
Because he knew he was going to do hold person on you. That's why I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't care about the snakes.
Nah.
All right. This guy's turn. Well, you're just kind of stuck to him like a burr. So, yeah, he's got the mighty Sam in front of him. So he's going to try to wrap his snake-like body around him. Which succeed. Dealing 21 points of bludgeoning damage to the mighty Sam, who is now restrained and grappled. And then he decides to start gnawing on him. Oops. That was only supposed to be 2. Sorry. That was only supposed to be 2. Both of which actually end up missing him. That's all he actually does. Squash, you are paralyzed.
All right.
And so you can't take any actions. At the end of your turn, you get another wisdom save. Okay, at the end of your turn, you are no longer paralyzed.
Nice.
He will then use all 3 of his legendary actions to cast Hold Person on you again, and I need another wisdom save. You are still not paralyzed.
Nice.
Beta,
Alright.
death save. Another success. Duodecius, death save. Another success. the mighty Sam is going to continue trying to hack at this guy with his halberd. Hitting once. For 16 more. That is all that Sam can do. This guy. Alright, well, things didn't go quite his way. So, let's see. He used his constrict last time, so he's going to make a couple of bite attacks on the mighty Sam. Hitting twice. Alright. The mighty Sam is not looking too great. In fact, oh wait, he is that much. He's near death again. And then he's going to use his last couple attacks to try to punch Squash.
20 hits. Oh, that's damage.
Yeah, that was damage against the mighty Sam. Haven't rolled to hit yet.
22 hits.
Just 22, alright. Oops. Yeah, close enough. 19 points of bludgeoning damage. That is it for him. Squash.
All right, got to do math here for a second. Okay, we're going to action lay on hands myself.
Okay.
And then bonus action, dancing longsword attack.
Okay. Rolled it.
Ah, well. That's it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he will use. Yeah, he's going to try to punch you because he's out of spell slots.
That hits. Except that should be disadvantage.
Oh, it should be. Does a 22 hit you?
But a 22 still hits.
Yeah, sorry about that. 21 points of bludgeoning damage. Beta, death save. You awake with 1 hit point and a level of exhaustion. It is the start of your turn. What do you do?
I could really use some healing.
Okay.
Duodecius could use some healing, so he can cast heal.
Oh yeah, actually that's true. You should do that.
Okay. Beta upcasts Cure Wounds on Duodeci. $16 points of healing on him. And then I am going to move out of range away from everyone.
All right. Yeah, you separate yourself 15 feet from Duodecius, having to stand up.
Oh, fuck. Fuck. I can barely move. Shit.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he will take a legendary action to punch Squash.
Fuck.
Could you stop hitting? Holy fuck.
I can't explain this.
Yeah, just consistently rolls above a 10.
14 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright. I'm gonna need that heal. I'm running low on HP.
Duodecius, you are on the ground with 16 hit points and another level of exhaustion.
All right, I cast heal on Squash.
Alright, thank you.
All right. Anything else to do at Essius?
Yeah, I go west.
You're following Beta?
Oh, I thought Beta went east. I go east.
Okay. So you stand up and hobble your 15 feet. And then he'll use a legendary action to punch at Squash.
No.
Yeah,
For once.
Yeah, you missed. All right, the Mighty Sam. The near-death Mighty Sam is going to continue striking with his halberd. Striking once. For 14 more points of damage.
Pete, I just want to know, every time you punch, I picture this, and I hear this.
No, he's punching me. I'm not punching him.
Yeah, every time he punches you, this is what I hear.
All right, the big guy. The big guy. Yeah, there ain't anything he can really do. He is just going to continue biting the Mighty Sam. Two hits. Oh, I'm going to have to roll this independently because... Alright, he's still up after the first hit. The Mighty Sam falls unconscious. And then he's going to punch at Squash twice.
No and no.
Okay. Squash.
All right. Two sword attacks.
The 25 hits.
All right. $25. Let's see. For a combination of 26 magical slashing, radiant, and necrotic.
Okay, he is near death.
And dancing longsword.
Hit.
And yeah, I can smite more than once per turn.
Are you holding the dancing longsword?
Oh, do I have to be? Wait, let me.
It is a melee weapon attack. Is the requirement?
Well, the longsword is a melee weapon.
But are you making a melee weapon attack with it?
It's not a ranged weapon attack, so no.
Fair enough. All right, sure. Go ahead.
All right. I mean, it's a melee weapon attack in the same sense that like what's the spell that lets you summon the big weapon?
Spiritual weapon?
Spiritual weapon, yeah.
That's a spell attack, not a weapon attack.
Okay, yeah, true. So, yeah, not the same thing. But this is a melee weapon.
Yeah.
And, oh, I'm actually out of first level spells, so this, or first level spell slots, so this has to be a second level smite. Which means it is going to be 4d8. For a combination of 38 magical slashing, radiant, and necrotic.
All right, so as you're standing on him, his coils loosen, and the whole guy tumbles to the side with you on him as he smacks into one of the other statues, shattering it, and in a tangle of limbs, ichor, and green stone, you fall to the ground beneath your defeated foe.
All right. I pull myself out of there.
Yep. You are not out
Um,
of initiative yet.
Yep.
Anything else on your turn?
What resource is it to feed someone a healing potion?
An action.
Okay, well I don't have an action, so I will just go over to the Great and Mighty Sam, but I can't do anything.
Okay. Beta.
Beta is. Let's see. Let me check something. Let me see what I can do. How far is the Mighty Sam from me?
80 feet.
80 feet. Can I move to where he's 60 feet from me?
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word.
All right. Roll it.
Seven points of healing. For
All right.
Sam.
Yeah, and the Mighty Sam announces his return to the living by letting out a yell. The Mighty Sam has not died.
All right, then is my action. I'm going to blast.
You're blasting the Mighty Sam?
No, the guy, not the Mighty Sam. No, I'm
He's
blasting the
dead.
guy.
That's
What
what I was
guy?
thinking.
Oh, the guy's already dead? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, the only reason you were in initiative is because he was bleeding out.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, you guys are out of initiative.
Yay!
As you
That
stand,
took a lot of castings to heal.
It did. That guy was doing a lot of damage.
he
I think
was.
I've done more healing than Beta.
Well, you kept
yeah.
me and Sam in the fight.
Yeah, did do a lot more healing than me. You have the 4th level heal spell.
No, it's not 4th. It's higher than that.
Oh, it's higher than that? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't have that spell yet.
Yeah. Once I saw those attack rolls, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm the heal bot now.
Yeah, we got blasted.
Beta got to do the shooting. I got to do the healing. We got to switch this shit up.
That's something else. But we survived, shockingly. Woo!
My nuts.
You do see, now that the dust has settled, that where the creature had eyes, remember he had 2 heads, each of his 4 eyes, you can see looks to actually have been a massive, multifaceted ruby. And, looking at them, they're like the size of your fist. Each ruby's worth about 10,000 gold. Your fist, Twidget's head, same size.
Mhm.
Sorry, I had to push him one more time.
But yeah, you stand there. In this
How much are these rubies?
10k each.
Okay, one moment.
Oh, are you gonna pull down to those?
I'm just recording a copy that we have those.
Okay. I'll put them on my sheet.
2 10k rubies.
4. There's 1 for each eye, and you get 2 heads.
Yep.
Ow, my organs.
Well, I think having done that, we would start backtracking to somewhere where we can rest safely.
Okay. Well, you're standing in this 360 foot diameter stone dome.
Oh, right, we can't backtrack.
The floor is pure black marble, seamless except for a 20-foot square tiled area of decorative geometric patterns upon which you had entered. 6 remaining green stone statues of the jackal-headed set support the ceiling some 60 feet overhead. To the northeast, you can see a large pair of green stone doors with abyssal writing carved onto them.
All right.
There's no seal in the middle of the floor or anything like that.
Well, in the middle of the floor is that square decorative tile area
Ah.
that you were standing on when you arrived.
Let's see if we can go back the way we came.
How?
Yeah, well, let's just see if we can.
Okay,
I,
what do you do?
I step into the square decorative tile area.
Okay, you step into it. Nothing seems to happen.
All right. Do we still have those bloody bandages?
You said you dropped them on the floor.
He did drop them on the floor, didn't he?
Yeah, in order to trigger the teleportation circle.
Well, I was hoping we might be able to trigger it from the other side or something.
My concern is if we throw this guy's Ichor on there, it's going to take us somewhere we don't want to be.
Yeah.
How about we, hey, under those doors?
Yeah, what about them?
Fuck those doors. I kick them open with telekinesis.
Oh, what if that leads into like another boss or something?
I mean, do you want to camp here?
No, but I don't think going deeper into this place is going to make it any safer.
Do you want to camp here?
Yeah, fine. Let's see what's through the doors. I guess there's a chance it could be better.
I mean, who's going to put a boss fight right next to a boss fight like that?
So you go and kick open the doors.
With telekinesis.
With telekinesis. So you're like 60 feet away from them?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a triangular room with a black marble floor. The ceiling is flat and lies 20 feet above you. Sitting on a stone throne opposite the door is the desiccated skeletal form of a male humanoid wearing tattered robes. 6 unarmored skeletons, 3 on each side of the throne, stand ready with spears. Scattered about the floor are piles of coins, gleaming gems, and jeweled objects. And
How about we...
the corpse looking at you speaks. Finally, you adventurers have reached Nesset, the High Priest of Set. Prepare to meet your doom.
Oh, this is Nesset. That guy was Nesset's son. That's right.
And I think that is where we'll call it this evening.
All right. Well, look what happened.